Welcome to this instructional video for CalRecycle's Recycling and Disposal Reporting System. In this video, we will go through the process of entering data into the Organic Measurement tab pursuant SB 1383 RDRS reporting requirements for recycling and composting facilities and operations. This video assumes that you already have a web pass and have registered an organization or site with at least one recycling and composting facility or operation. If you do not have a CalRecycle web pass, please see our other tutorial videos on how to register and report in RDRS. For this demonstration, it is assumed that you have already initiated your Q1 2022 report. If you need assistance on how to start a new RDRS report, please navigate to the other instructional videos available on the RDRS website. Once your report is open, you will notice a new tab titled Organic Measurements. This is where you will enter data pursuant to SB 1383 regulations. Once you click the Organic Measurement tab, you will see the following screen. To select the appropriate response or enter values into the fields, you must first click the Edit button. Once you click the Edit button, then you can start making selections or enter data into the appropriate fields. You must first answer the question, is your reporting entity a composting or an in-vessel digestion operation, or do you have at least one dependent composting and or in-vessel digestion operation on site that is active and required to report? If your reporting entity is not a composting or an in-vessel digestion operation, or you do not have at least one dependent composting and or in-vessel digestion operation on site that is active and required to report, you would select No. Click the Save button and move on to finish your quarterly report. For this demonstration, we will assume that we are a composting or an in-vessel digestion operation, or that we have at least one dependent composting and or in-vessel digestion operation on site that is active and required to report, so we will select Yes. Upon selecting Yes, we will see an additional field that will require us to input data. As determined by this quarter's 10-day evaluation, report the percentage of organic waste contained in materials sent to disposal by the composting and or in-vessel digestion operation. I will enter 50%. I would like to point out that for any of the values on this tab, for various reasons, you may need to enter a value of 0. If that is the case, then after entering the value of 0, a text box will appear for which you are required to provide an explanation why you entered a value of 0. I will demonstrate this by changing the value to 0. As you can see, a note box appears where you must enter an explanation for entering a value of 0. Once you have completed answering the questions and entering the required data, you must click the Save button before exiting this tab. Your reporting is now complete for the Organic Measurement tab, and you can move on to finish the rest of your report.